Hello, this is Greg with Affordable Christian Editing. I wanted to explain how to use Microsoft's track change feature in the editing process. When an editor edits your manuscript and sends it back to you, the changes that are made are actually embedded directly in the manuscript and visible to you if you know how to see them. When you open your manuscript in Microsoft Word, it may look something like what you see on the screen here. It may simply look like a manuscript, a clean manuscript without any changes. To see them, though, you go to the Review tab up here and then turn on Track Changes. And once that is done, all the comments and changes, that additions and deletions that were made to your manuscript will be shown on the screen for you to accept or reject, including any formatting changes off to the side here. In this case, the words "too easy" were italicized, and that change is shown off to the right when Track Changes is on. So we want you to turn Track Changes on because this is important to us, because when you send the manuscript back to us, any additional change you have made will show up in a different color. But here's what we'd like to see done. We would like you to go through the track changes, each and every one of them, and accept or reject them. You can see the track changes under the All Markup option up here. If you choose one of these other ones, like Simple Markup, the track changes are hidden except for a marker off to the left-hand side. If you choose no markup at all, then the comments are hidden and there's not even a marker. The changes are here, but you may not recognize that the changes are. If you choose Original, then it reverts it back to the way you originally sent it to us and will not reflect any of the changes at all. So it is best to go through under a All Markup view so you can see each and every change and edit. We still want you to read every single word of your manuscript, not just our changes. This is important because you may notice something that you have missed that we would not have known to even look for because it is your manuscript. So to begin with, you'll put your cursor before the first track changes, and then you'll just hit Next. This will select the change, and you have a choice. You can accept it or reject it. You can accept it, and there are additional options down here. You can accept and move to the next, which is default. You can just accept this change. You can accept all changes. You can accept all changes and stop tracking as well. And there's similar options under the Reject button. But the default is accept and move to the next. So if I hit that, it's going to accept the change and immediately move to the next one. And I can accept it and accept it again. And then it's going to highlight the comment. I read the comment, and if I understand it or don't have any other additional questions, and the comment, I've dealt with whatever the comment is talking about, I can delete the comment. And then I can just slowly begin to move through each and every change. Again, we prefer that you read every single word and make sure you like how the change enhances your manuscript. If you don't like a particular edit, you can reject it. In rejecting edits, oftentimes we'll show the editors what it is you're looking for. Because in some cases, there are certain peculiarities that you have, your voice, the way you come across, or certain things that maybe you want capitalized for emphasis, and we need to know those things. And this process helps us see that. If, for example, you have a question on a particular edit, you can, you don't need to accept or reject the edit, but highlight the edit and then just simply add a new comment and then write your question. So when the editor gets your manuscript back and sees your own comment, which will have your name in there, they will simply reply to your comment and give whatever explanation they believe would help you understand why they made that particular edit. Once you have read the comments and you agree with them or felt like it's been dealt with, you just simply delete the comments and move on. This is the process we want you to go through. With track changes on, one additional thing is when you feel like you need to add something to your own manuscript or make a change. Or let's say you see how they did something, an editor did something, but you feel like it needs to add, a little bit more needs to be added. So let's take this sentence, for example. He now knew where both of his enemies were. And so I like the change of moving the word now to here instead of there. So I can hit next, accept, goes to the next one, accept, but. Let's say I wanted to add something to that line. He now knew where both of his enemies were. And if I want to add something, because I have track changes on, it will show up in a new color. So when you, again, return this back to the editor, they will be able to quickly find the edits you made. So even if you might be way up here and those edits may not be visible necessarily, they can hit the next and it'll go to the next edits, but eventually it's going to get down to yours. And if yours are the only one that are here, the editor can easily find them. They can read it and just realize, oh, in this case, their comma is needed. And so they can insert the comma and then just simply accept the rest of what you did. This is how we want you to use track changes. So by the time you return the manuscript to us, the only track changes in the manuscript will be yours. You can leave any comments that we have added if you've replied to them. If the comment has already been dealt with, please delete them. But this is what we're looking for, and I hope this has helped you understand how to use track changes and efficiently for the editing process. This makes it simple. This makes it a lot quicker and more efficient. And we hope that you will also use track changes yourself, and because it does help us as editors. Thank you very much, and God bless you.